Hello, everybody out there, and welcome to another fantastic, great episode of the Gridiron Glory with Will and Tad, bringing you Week One recap action. And boy, is it just as good as ever to get Week One of the season talked about. We're here in a brand new season again. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow our page for hot takes, interesting takes on the NFL season, exclusively only from Will and Tad. Uh, Two guys that cover all 32 teams. Quite literally, that's just what we do. We're just two guys only that cover all 32 teams. So thank you so much for joining us for another great episode. Today in this episode, we're here to talk about the Miami Dolphins versus the Indianapolis Colts. This was a game that, honestly, it was way more highly anticipated, in my opinion, than, it was. I honestly believe that this could have been going into this game, could have been like maybe on a primetime slot or a late afternoon slot. So just kind of interesting, in my personal opinion, in that sense, going into it. But I mean, given the result of what happened, I mean, 33-8, then you say, oh, yeah, that's a joke to even say, as my co host might be thinking. But yeah, we said in the preseason, Tad, that Tua Tagovailoa was going to have to stay healthy, and I mean, he did just that in this football game. But it's also not enough just to stay healthy. You got to hold on to the football. Three turnovers for Tua Tagovailoa, two of those being interceptions. Just the motion wasn't there, the confidence wasn't there, Tad. The leadership, sadly, not there for Tua Tagovailoa in this football game. What was your biggest takeaway from the woes of Tua Tagovailoa being healthy? That is too.
Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins, it just looked like they did not come out ready to play a big time football game like this. I mean, I was very disappointed in what we saw from Miami, and that starts with the quarterback in Tua. I mean, you would expect him to come out ready to prove the doubters wrong, ready to show that he is still a premier quarterback in the NFL, and that we saw the opposite of that in that football game on Sunday. Like you said, the turnovers very concerning. And of course, I mean, some of the credit needs to be given to the Colts defense. The Colts defense came out ready to play a very strong game, but Tua, you just got to be better than that. He needs to be better than he played if Miami is going to have a hope to do anything this year.
Yeah, it's just the sad, unfortunate thing is that we wanted to see if Tua Tagovailoa was going to be that quarterback going forward for the Miami Dolphins, but so far, I mean, I know it's only one game into this season, but so far in his career, just you haven't gotten past the first round. You are constantly just. I mean, there's moments where he's really good, and then there's moments like this. So the inconsistencies for sure are present, and um, I definitely had him ranked probably in the mid to like probably anywhere from like the 15 to 16 range. My rankings will be officially released on our site, but yeah, definitely that's probably going to end up probably going down there in that sense. Just really hate to see it. It does appear offensively, some of the pass blocking grades on PFF, Patrick Paul, Larry Borum, the two tackles had outstanding pass blocking grades and run blocking grades there. So, I mean, Tua had some decent protection, on the offensive line, but just not able to make the sound decisions, not able to make the confident throws that he needed to make to um, bring this football team to where they need to be. I will say Devin A. Chain definitely had some solid moments. 7 carries for 55 yards. Probably the best player on that side of things. Tyreek Hill, 4 catches for 40 yards, and now there's some alleged rumors and reports coming out about him. I'm sure there's some more to come on that. Sadly, about Tyreek Hill. Um, but more about the on the field stuff. Yeah, Jalen Waddle. I mean, just yeah. One guy I was really impressed with too is D Eskridge. I want to say D Eskridge, a very solid returner. Um, and I mean, I'm not even going to really touch on the defense because they didn't do their job. I mean, yeah, Tua Tagovailoa didn't do his job, but Dad, I don't think a single player on this Miami defense did either.
I mean, it was not great from the defense, that's for sure. And I mean, you definitely hate to see the injury to Storm Duck. That's a big loss for this defense, a secondary that's already very much banged up. I mean, so you could tell it was a team not playing at full strength, and I mean, they're not going to be at full strength for a long time. So tough there, but you got to play through it. And I mean, it was a
I will
struggle.
say, sorry, I will say I was impressed by the debut of Minka Fitzpatrick. 6 solo tackles and a pass deflection there.
Yeah, yeah, Minka Fitzpatrick definitely the big trade there in the offseason, him for Jalen Ramsey. So I mean, can he step up, be more of a leader? But because they need somebody to come out and right the ship because the way they played offense, defense all around, it's just they gotta up their level completely.
The hot take artists on ESPN, guys like that, calling for Mike McDaniel to potentially be fired. What do we say here on the Gridiron Glory with Will and Tad about Mike McDaniel? Personally, Will, I will say that I, I mean, yeah, you had a rough start, and I just kind of feel like if you're Mike McDaniel, it's start you basically had the whole thing of like where you could be the having the nonchalant personality, but you're winning, and that's okay. You can have like that nonchalant personality when you're winning, but when you're not winning, the aura of that just kind of fades pretty quickly. So if I'm Mike McDaniel, I really need to take a step back, look in the mirror, and say, how can I be a better leader as a head coach for this Miami Dolphins football team?
Yeah,
Because
certainly.
I do believe he can get there, and if that doesn't happen real quick, things are going south for the Dolphins.
Yes, we definitely need to see Mike McDaniel more out of him. I know he's a very innovative coach. He's a very stylistic coach. I mean, he's got some very good offensive game plans, but like you say, can he be like that leader that they need? That's the real question right now. I don't think they're going to fire him anytime soon. I mean, it's one game. I mean, we have definitely not seen the best out of Miami. I think we'll get a much stronger effort from them moving forward, but if not, then I mean, you could definitely look at the coach there.
Yeah, you definitely could. And it's just it's tough. It's tough, and it's sad to see when things like that happen. But moving forward, I don't want to sit here and talk about all the cry times for Miami. But let's talk about the happy times for the Colts. I mean, yeah, dude, Daniel Jones, you beat out Anthony Richardson in preseason, right? And then you come out here and I mean, you just have this like incredible football game. I mean, everything that we were talking about Tua Tagovailoa, Daniel Jones just went out there and exuded beautifully. Yeah, 29. Yeah, 75.9 completion percentage, 272 yards. He had the touchdown. Um, I mean, just Daniel Jones. To me, I personally believe that perhaps his time on the Minnesota Vikings might have been like his short stint on the Vikings might have been a good thing for him.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin O'Connell is known as a bit of a quarterback whisperer, so we'll see how that continues moving forward. But I mean, very promising performance from Daniel Jones. I debuted him at 30 in my quarterback rankings. That's certainly going to be seeing him improve this week when we see him in the first week regular season rankings. But he was incredible. I mean, proved all the doubters wrong. I mean, you could say it is one game, so we'll see how he moves forward, but he played what I thought when I was watching Daniel Jones is we were watching a very professional football game. He went out there, he did all the things he needed to do. He put his team in a strong position to win and just he did what he had to do. A very professional effort from Daniel Jones, and that's what the Colts desperately
I
need.
mean, perhaps a potential revitalization to the career of Daniel Jones. I mean, I know that he's been one of the more made fun of quarterbacks in the league. I mean, amongst
Yeah.
common fans, and it makes sense, you know. But he just went out there, Tad. I mean, he put the NFL. This was a statement game. This was a statement game by Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts, and they went out there and they put the freaking NFL on notice. They put us on notice here at the Gridiron Glory. Um, let's talk about some of the other guys with the Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, 18 carries, 71 yards. Obviously, there was some big runs, some gritty runs. Jonathan Taylor being the power back that he is. I still personally would rank Jonathan Taylor a top five running back, and more to come on that when my running back rankings get released. But I will easily put him in my top five even right now.
I think I have him around six myself.
Yeah. But nonetheless, I mean, I was, really impressed by that. Shout out to DJ Giddens as well. DJ Giddens getting involved. Michael Pittman Jr., 6 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. And obviously, when Michael Pittman Jr. did get that touchdown catch, that was probably the moment in the game for Colts fans when it got really electric. It got really fired up. And it got to the point where they felt like they could just be that football team that, like, we've talked, like, the Colts have been such a bubble AFC team for the past couple of seasons. And now, I mean, yeah, it's just one game, but they might have discovered some things where it's like, hey, we can be more than just a bubble team in the AFC. Michael Pittman Jr. being one of those key pieces. Another one of those key pieces, Tad, being Tyler Warren, the rookie out of Penn State. Man, let's talk about some Tyler Warren. Tight end room is doing really good for this up and coming Colts team. 7 catches, 76 yards. He even had that 21 yard catch. So, yeah, I was really impressed with Tyler Warren, the rookie out of Penn State. Just a very strong tight end, very athletic tight end. He's more to come from Tyler Warren.
Yeah, I certainly think that it was a big plus for the Colts to see him still available when they were drafting. I mean, we saw another tight end go before him, and I think that was a big surprise. So the Colts and their fans, they're going to be ecstatic to see Tyler Warren throughout the season. He had an incredible debut. His receiving was quality. His blocking was good as well. I mean, that's an underrated aspect of the tight end game. I mean, if you want to be out there doing what you do, if you block, that's also going to endear you to all your teammates. That's how you get respect in the locker room. And he went out there and he did his job.
Yes, very much so. Let's talk about this Colts defense, who basically was pitching the shutout until the very end. I mean, a garbage time score by the Dolphins. But yeah, let's talk about this outstanding Colts defense. Tad, who was the biggest player? I'll let you start. Who was the biggest player that stood out to you on this Colts defense with so many?
To me, there were two standout players that immediately flashed for me. The first one was Latu. He just always seems to flash. I mean, he didn't have the biggest statistical game, but he was out there making plays. He was out there being a big disruptive force. He did obviously had that interception. That was a big play there that was one of the several turnovers that the Dolphins had. So a big play there. Obviously the big acquisition in the offseason was when they signed Cam Bynum. He also had an interception, just incredible coverage. And of course, he was going to break out his first Colts celebration after the big year with Minnesota doing all the celebrations there. So you just love to see that. And the Colts defense, I mean, there was a
Yeah,
lot of questions how they do, and I thought it came well.
I mean, yeah, Xavier Howard, Shavarius Ward, Rodney Thomas. I mean, the secondary. Excuse me. Yeah, some of these pieces in the secondary really came to play. Um, you might have wanted to see a little bit more out of the linebacker room in this game, at least as far as maybe some coverage goes. But all in all, I still feel like the linebacker room, I mean, did a pretty good job. Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, to me, it was probably more so of the secondary and the linemen that were really stepping up here in this game for the I'm sorry, for the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. DeForest Buckner, I always expect to see something out of DeForest Buckner. Um, you know, but to be honest, I didn't really see too much that stood out to me per se in this particular football game. Obviously, there's going to be more to come from him, but uh, yeah, Tad. I mean, the Colts defense. I mean, they were doing all the right things. They were getting. I mean, they made life absolutely terrible for Tua Tagovailoa. They made life just horrendous. I mean, they dominated the trenches on the front seven. I mean, the coverage was incredible. I mean, this Colts defense was just doing all the right things, quite literally all the right things. And like, this was just an amazing football game for the Indianapolis Colts, offense and defense, but really more so on the defensive side of the football. Um, I mean, I was just really impressed with, I mean, obviously, again, the two interceptions. So, yeah, yeah, Tad. The Dolphins got a lot of questions to ask themselves, but if you're the Indianapolis Colts, you did an incredible job this football game. Uh, so as far as Daniel Jones goes, I mean, when my rankings come out, he'll definitely be a lot higher than I had anticipated. So, yeah, shout out to Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones did an incredible job, and hopefully for him and this Colts team, this is a great direction for them to step up in the AFC South. They definitely want to win this AFC South division, and this might be the win they get.
Yeah, so thank you all for watching the Gridiron Glory. Please like and subscribe, continue to follow our content. Thanks for watching.